Hello, everybody. Cheryl Echeverria here of Echeverria Travel. This is Talk Travel with Cheryl for your travel news for January 12th, 2024. If this is your first time here, welcome. We ask you and welcome you to subscribe below, hit the bell. When we make more postings, you'll be the first to know. Also, comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and more on the videos we're doing. Please also make sure they're clean. I will remove anybody that is spamming or use vulgar language or anything else. So keep it clean. Today, you may have noticed, if you haven't, that where you live is extremely bad weather going on. I think over 90% of the United States has some kind of bad weather going on. So make sure if you are traveling, check with the airlines, check with your cruise lines. Make sure everything is going okay. If you cannot get to the airport because of road closures, if your plane has been canceled, don't get angry. It's only for your own safety. If nothing has been changed, head to the airports. 3 hours, yes, even going domestic now, 3 hours before your flight. It used to be just for international, but with the high demand of travel that's been going on since COVID has been over, you need to get to the airports early than later. Also, make sure you have travel insurance so that way you can get your money back on bad weather. This is one of the reasons to have travel insurance. You usually do get a credit with the airline, so it credits you up to a year from the date you booked your tickets. Some airlines will give you a full refund. So keep that in mind. Crazy story. There was a person that actually booked a cruise out of Florida here on Carnival. Get a lot of crazy people that never booked travel before or never traveled to another state before. Winter is winter, spring is spring, summer is summer. Yes, even here in Florida, it gets cold. It's rainy. It's not the sunshine state 24/7. And if people had told me that ahead of time, I wouldn't be sitting here in 40-degree weather in Central Florida, letting you know that I am cold. I am not used to the cold anymore. I did leave for 50-something years in New York, got used to the hot weather, but when it goes from hot to cold, and a matter of like 40 degrees difference in a day, you feel it. So anyway, somebody had booked a cruise with Carnival, and when they got to Florida, they were very upset with Carnival because they never told this person it was cold in Florida and wanted a refund. Excuse me, it's cold in Florida because it's wintertime. It may not be 80 degrees, but it still might be warmer than where you're actually traveling from. We cannot control the weather or anything else when traveling, even on a cruise ship. Like I've mentioned before, even with your itinerary, things may happen that need to be changed and you may not go to that destination. Case in point, I had a call the other day from somebody that wants to go to Russia on a cruise ship. And I said, that is not doable at this time due to the war going on in the Ukraine, that nobody from the US is allowed to travel to Russia. The same thing in the Gaza area, especially with the Red Sea, who recently right now, even the United States is now involved in that with Yemen, is that Silver Seas and MSC cruise lines have pulled out of that part of their itinerary to that area to cancel those destinations. So if you have an itinerary that was going through the Red Sea on a cruise ship, please check with your travel agent or with your cruise line for updated information. Now, recently, Icon of the Seas made her entrance into Miami back on January 10th. She's the largest cruise ship at sea, 6,000 people plus the employees of the ship. Are you interested in sailing on the Icon of the Seas? Are you booked on the Icon? What are you interested in knowing about the Icon of the Seas? Do you prefer smaller cruise ships? Let's hear from you. Please subscribe below. And if you'd like to book your Icon of the Seas or any other cruise ship, all-inclusive resort, or even that trip to Italy or Spain or Portugal, even Paris, Germany. There's so many places you can go to right now that are open to the United States citizens. There are do not travel places in the world. So when you're looking to travel, make sure you check with the US State Department, which will have the website in the description of this video, and so much more. Another thing, yeah, okay. I follow a lot of other influencers here on YouTube. They're great people. And one of them is Tony at La Lira Loca. Great guy. Sometimes we all get news from each other and share the wealth. I thought I'd do this and also put the link to his video so you can I do apologize. I should be yawning at you people, but hey, we're live and I appreciate you following us. Parents who were recently on Carnival Cruise Line's Freedom came home, and when they got home, they found out that they got a $470 cell phone bill from their cell phone company. This usage was when they were on the ship. And the parents are very upset with Carnival Cruise Lines and blaming the cruise line for not telling them that when you're on a cruise ship, that your cell phone will be charged for international usage. Now, I've stated this many, many times myself to my clients. First of all, contact your cell phone provider. See if there are packages you could use while cruising, while traveling, before you even get the Wi-Fi package with the cruise line. If not, then get the basic package, unless you're planning on doing a lot of work and playing a lot of games, etc., etc., etc. I know, very bad of me. I've also getting over a bad cold, so I apologize for not being 100%. The kid was playing games most of the This is a young kid. The parents gave the kid the phone to play games while they're on the cruise ship. And just to say, do you think this is the cruise ship's problem, or maybe it's the parents' problem? One of the reasons that Cheryl travel does not prefer to work with families. We hear these stories all the time, and they want either to blame myself for not informing them, which I do all the time. And I highly recommend when you book with either myself or other travel professionals that you keep in communications with them and the cruise line by reading their communications, which are 99% emails. Whether or not you use your email a lot or not, this is the best form of communications because you get all of them through that. I'll have more of this story and more with a link to Tony's YouTube channel. So shout out to Tony at La Lira Loca. We really enjoy listening to you guys. Coming up tomorrow, Talk Travel with Cheryl. The subject will be those people like myself who use mobility scooters while on a cruise line. Many people that are not disabled are not happy with them because of the way that they use their scooters. Just an FYI, I get it. There's so many people out there that do not know how to use their scooters properly. And stay tuned for that. Again, please subscribe, like, and comment. Please don't comment to me yawning. I know that was rude. I apologize. You can follow me on all social media at Cheryl Travel on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We do service all 55 plus or empty nesters at any age. We do bus trips, we do cruises, we do customized land packages, we do sports trips, we do groups, and so much more. 631-456-5394 for reservations at cheryl.travel.com. Have a great day. Bye-bye.